Chronicles of the Eternal Play. Chronicles of the Eternal Play. The actor with 5 coats, a famous emperor who ruled the entire world, grew bored with his limitless power. "It is too easy to be king," he yawned. "I want to know what it feels like to be small, to struggle, and to fear." So he called his costume designer, Maya, and asked for a disguise. First, she gave him the coat of time. As soon as he put it on, he forgot he was eternal. He began to worry about being late. Second, she gave him the coat of space. Suddenly, he felt he was only in one spot and that everywhere else was far away. Third, she gave him the coat of desire. He suddenly felt empty and hungry, needing things he did not have. Fourth, she gave him the coat of ignorance. He forgot his encyclopedic knowledge and felt confused. Fifth, she gave him the coat of fragility. He felt weak and mortal. Buried under these 5 heavy wool coats, the emperor stumbled into the street. He shivered, he begged, he cried. He had successfully become a beggar, but the coats were so heavy and tight that he forgot he was wearing them. He forgot he could take them off. He spent years weeping in the gutter, believing he was a wretch, until a passing sage whispered one word in his ear: undress. Moral: you are not the beggar. You are the emperor wearing too many clothes. The Scholar and the Tiger. A scholar spent 40 years studying the great tiger. He wrote books about the tiger's stripes. He debated the etymology of the word claw. He categorized the exact frequency of the word roar. He felt he was the master of the tiger. One day, he went into the jungle to give a lecture to the animals. He set up his blackboard and wrote the word tiger in big chalk letters. "You see," he told the jungle, "the tiger is a noun. It is defined by." Suddenly the bushes parted. A massive orange beast with burning eyes stepped out. It did not look like a noun. It looked like death on padded feet. It let out a sound that shook the leaves off the trees, a sound that was not a word. The scholar pointed at his blackboard. "Stop!" he cried. "I have defined you. You fit in this box." The tiger ate the blackboard. Then it looked at the scholar. The scholar realized that the word fire does not burn and the word tiger does not bite, but the reality does both. Moral: the map is not the territory. The word is a cage, but the reality is wild. The candle at noon. A small wax candle burned proudly on a windowsill. "Look at me," it said to the room. "I am pushing back the darkness. I am the source of all vision. I am the god of light." The shutters were closed, so the candle felt very important. It illuminated the table and the chair, feeling like the king of the house. Then the wind blew the shutters open. It was high noon outside. The blazing sun poured into the room with the force of a nuclear explosion. The light was so intense, so white, and so absolute that the candle's flame became invisible. "Where am I?" cried the candle. "I have vanished." "You have not vanished," said the sun. "You have just met your source. When the great light enters, the small light does not die. It simply realizes it is made of the same fire, only smaller." Moral: do not fear the loss of the ego. The flame is not lost in the sun. It is fulfilled. The eater of flowers. A gardener loved his rose garden. He loved the moment the buds opened, the red explosion of color. He called this creation. But he hated the moment the petals turned brown and fell to the earth. He called this destruction. He tried to glue the petals back on. He wept when the winter came. He fought against the wheel of time, and so he was always miserable. One night, the goddess Kali appeared to him. She was black and terrifying, wearing a necklace of withered skulls. "Why do you weep?" she asked. "Because the beauty dies," said the gardener. Kali laughed. She picked up a withered brown rose from the dirt and ate it with the same delight as she would a fresh bud. "You only love the inhalation," she said. "I love the exhalation too. I eat the fresh and I eat the rot. To me the blooming and the dying are the same flavor, the flavor of my own life. If you cannot love the winter, you do not deserve the spring." Moral: to the awakened one, the destruction of the world is as beautiful as its creation. The man who fought the fog. A warrior woke up in a valley filled with thick gray fog. He drew his sword. He saw shapes moving in the mist, dragons, demons, and walls. "I am trapped," he shouted. He slashed at the fog. He stabbed the demons, but his sword went right through them. He tried to climb the walls, but his hands passed through the stone. He fought for hours, exhausting himself, terrified by the shapes that swirled around him. "This enemy is invincible," he cried. "I cannot cut it. I cannot block it." The sun began to rise. As the heat touched the valley, the fog began to lift. The dragons turned into wisps of vapor. The walls dissolved into damp air. The warrior stood in an empty, beautiful meadow, holding a sword against nothing. He realized the demons had no substance. They were just the air itself, taking a frightening shape. He had been fighting his own atmosphere. Moral: Maya is not a solid wall to be broken. It is a mist that evaporates when the sun of knowledge rises.
Veil.